love. This is what you and I will teach, not through words alone, although those are important, but through direct experience. Our love, which is becoming stronger with me here on this side of the veil, is increasing in strength so that it can be shared with others for healing and awakening. This is our assignment, my darling, to help people heal themselves so they can have a direct experience of their loved ones on the other side. For it's not enough to bask in our love for each other. The purpose of life is to share love with others, not just ourselves. As you have said yourself, love is both a verb and a noun. Love must be actively shared in order for it to grow. Love is not meant to be kept to oneself. We're not to live in idyllic isolation with our beloved, no matter how pleasurable it might be to do so, but to be a force for the light, to help our brothers and sisters, many of whom are struggling with grief and loss during the darkness of these hard times. Love can overcome any obstacle, even death. Through the veil, souls in heaven are reaching out with open arms to heal and love those they've left behind. Not everyone is ready for this, but for those like us who are brave enough to believe in what cannot be seen, who trust in the love that endures long after death, the truth of humanity's immortality will become real through direct experience.
My head was spinning. What Alan said felt right and true, but would he and I really be able to help people reunite through the veil by simply sharing our story? Would that be enough to inspire them as to what is possible after death? Could unconditional love really break through the veil to bridge the two worlds? I'd always been a pragmatist, not a dreamer, but I had to admit that since Alan's passing, I felt as if my life had indeed become a dream that defied my imagination. How many times had I awakened in the morning, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, in a state of wonder, marveling at what my life had become. Friends were stunned by the changes they saw in me. I looked years younger, smiled more easily and often. Aside from occasional pangs of grief, I was much happier since Alan's passing. Maybe it really was because he hadn't gone at all. Alan had said to Swati that I wouldn't age, but that I would grow younger instead. I wasn't sure that I'd go that far, but I certainly felt more alive. How crazy was it that it took my husband dying for me to finally find everlasting love and happiness? As I write this sentence, Alan lets out a belly laugh and roars.
Ha! Do you see, Pam? Isn't it better that I'm dead?
It was certainly better than Alan having dementia, dying an agonizing slow-motion death while his mind and his body wasted away. Some of my friends didn't know whether to offer sympathy or congratulations, so a few of them offered both. Swati especially found it hilarious. "What should we say to you, Pam? I'm so sorry for your loss. Congratulations, because he's right here." Because she can see him. Swati knew Alan was closer to me now than when he was alive in a body. He was so close to me, he said I'd be annoyed if I could feel him draped over my body. I laughed when he projected the vision to me. Still, it all felt surreal to me. This alternating between bliss and grief was my new normal. In the beginning, my grief would surface unexpectedly, catching me by surprise, but the depth of it was nothing compared to what other widows feel as little by little with his loving help. My grief retreated until 9 months after his death, it had faded to a whisper of melancholy.